Okay, so right now we're going to go over a few problems that have equalities and inequalities on them in them, so that way you have a little help for your homework tonight. So if we have a problem like this, Andy and Kathy each have some pencils. Andy has his pencils in 4 boxes. 3 of the boxes have an equal number of pencils. There are P pencils in each of the 3 boxes. The remaining box has 3 pencils fewer. Kathy has 2 boxes of pencils, each with P pencils and 13 extra pencils. That is a huge problem. I mean, I have to definitely read that a second time before I think about answering it, because I need to really understand it before I even look at what any of these A, B, or C things are asking of me. So Annie and Kathy each have some pencils. So they have some pencils, each of them. And altogether they have some amount, right? Andy has his pencils in 4 boxes. So he has 4 boxes. I'm going to imagine him having 4 boxes, and I'm going to actually draw my 4 boxes. So we have Andy here, and he has 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, and 4 boxes. 3 of the boxes have an equal number of pencils. So I'm going to say that these 3 are the same, okay? There are P pencils in each of those boxes. So we have P, P, and P. Okay, so altogether they are 3P. And then the remaining box, this box, has 3 pencils fewer. So I'm guessing this is P minus 3. Then we have Kathy, and Kathy has 2 boxes of pencils. She has 2 boxes of pencils, each with P pencils in it. And then she has 13 extras. So she has 2P plus 13, okay? So here I have Andy with 3P plus, because we're going to add that 4th box there, plus P minus 3. And then we are going to have Kathy here, who has 2P pencils plus 13, okay? So now I'm going to start looking at these problems. I don't know anything other than this, okay? This is what I know so far. Write the number of pencils Andy and Kathy each have in terms of P. Wait, but I already did that over here. I just need to maybe put this into my simplest term here. So if I have 3P plus P minus 3, I have 4P pencils minus 3. That is what Andy has. Andy has 4P pencils minus 3. Kathy, 2P plus 13. I can't do anything to simplify that. This is what it's going to be, okay? I'm going to go ahead and tell you that's correct, okay? So, and then we have to write the number of pencils Andy and Kathy each have, each in terms of P. Andy has 4P minus 3 pencils. Kathy has 2P plus 13 pencils. Okay? Write an inequality to show who has more pencils if P equals 9. So what that's asking me to do is do an inequality. Remember, we have inequalities right here on the board. Greater than or less than. That's what an inequality is, okay? So I want to know, so if Andy, he still has 4P minus 3, and Kathy has 2P plus 13, if they both have that, and then we go ahead and put in what number for P? We're going to put 9 in for P. So if I have 4 times 9 minus 3, what's 4 times 9? Okay, we're going to have our 36 there. 36 minus 3. The answer to that is 33. Andy would have 33 pencils if P equaled 9. Okay, if Kathy was the one here with our P is 9, we would have 2 times 9 plus 13. 2 times 9 is 18 plus 13. Okay, we're going to end up with 31. So in this situation, Andy would have more pencils than Kathy. The way we would write an inequality to show that, if P equals 9, Andy would have more pencils than Kathy, okay? Or you could say, Andy would have more pencils than Kathy if P equaled 9, okay? Or Kathy would have less pencils than Andy if P equaled 9. That would be an inequality, okay? But it has to be written like this. Just like over here it says, write the number of pencils they would have in terms of P, okay? So now, down here at the bottom it says, for what value of P will Andy and Kathy have the same number of pencils? So this is going back to us doing that whole balancing act from earlier. We talked about earlier in class how it would be really inefficient if we did a guess and check for this, because we could check 9, we could check, oh, well, we already checked 9, but we could check 10, we could check 11, we could check 8, we could check 7. We would be doing a lot of work. But if we said that 4P minus 3 equals 2P plus 13, if we just had it that way, gosh, you just have to figure out what P equals at this point. And you do it by doing our balancing of our equation. We're saying this is equal to this, okay? And when we do that, we will find out what P is. So, in order to do this, we can't do minus 13 and minus 13 here, so that's not going to work. So we're going to do plus 3, that cancels out, plus 3, that's 16. So I have 4P equals 2P plus 16. I'm going to bring this 2P, I'm going to subtract it. See you later. Hey! So we have 2P equals 16. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to divide them both by 2. Okay? That cancels out. Now you have 1P equals 16 halves. 16 halves is really 8. If P were to be 8, then these two sides would be equal to each other. Let's check it, okay? Look at another color over here. So if we had 4 times 8 minus 3 equals 2 times 8 plus 13, we would have the same answer. Let's see. 4 times 8, we have 32. Okay, 32 minus 3, 32 minus 3, we have 29. And 2 times 8 is 16 plus 13. Okay, we'd have 29. So are both of our numbers the same here, 29 and 29? They are. So we have an equality. I hope that helps you, and hope that helps make it all make sense for you on balancing our problems and how it works. When they're asking this question, for what value of P will Andy and Kathy have the same number of pencils? If you would just do the equality and see what equals P, it'll be a lot easier than doing your guess and check. Anyway, I hope that's really helpful for you, and I hope that your homework goes really well today.